Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by for a CPCA horn test. Onion Lake, we hope you're ready to go and feel the thunder on a beautiful night. The sun's trying to pop out as we get ready for 7 heats with the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. Brad McMahon rolls in to the weekend, the #1 gunner of the Canadian Tour with 274 points, followed by Danny Ringette and Dale Young rounding out the top 3.
Back when it all began, Ron Glass and Howard Wallach, they were Skinners to the man. On up to Kelly Sutherland and the Dorchesters as well. They all had their baptism on that half a mile of hell. Feel the horses getting crazy, feel the burning in their soul. When the sun goes down in Calgary and the wagons start to roll, and hear the thunder of the movies, it's a sound they know so well. And they cast their fate to the figure eight and the half a mile of hell. It was louder when it caused grief. Back when it all began, Ron Glass and Howard Wallach, they were Skinners to the man. On up to Kelly Sutherland and the Dorchesters as well. They all had their baptism on that half a mile of hell. They feel the horses getting crazy, feel the burning in their soul. When the sun goes down in Calgary and the wagons start to roll, they hear the thunder of the hooves, it's a sound they know so well. And they cast their fate to the figure eight and the half a mile of hell. As they cast their fate to the figure eight and the half a mile of hell.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Horn sounds, the All Meadow Lake Showdown, and the Cobra looks good on the one to the outside. Calvin Fiddler, Colby's opening it up. He's flying tonight, checking back for his white-shirted Outriders. They got some work to do. This man is in hot pursuit of some day money down the home stretch drive.
Horn cuts the air and 4 horses pull. Stove in the wagon, arena's gone full. Figure 8 tight, then they're on to the track. 80 seconds of chaos, and they ain't holding back. Half mile of hell, feel the ground shake. Half mile of hell, hell, everything's at stake. shade. Half mile of hell, everything's at stake. Dust cloud rising, wagons turn by. It's a half mile of hell tonight. CPCA, half mile of hell tonight. CPCA.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Onion Lake, welcome to a Sunday night here, day number 1 with the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association as we bring the first of 7 heats onto the track. The Outriders make their way. Sorry, we're a couple of minutes late coming on, but we're going to get there. And we're going to bring these wagons in front of you. They're all nice and clean now. When they come across the line, things are going to look a little bit different. So pick them while you get a nice clean look at them. They're going to make their way in slowly but surely here as we get set up. We'll get them in front of you, get them practice turning here right away. While we do that, I wanted to remind you about the Leckie and Associate Chartered Accountants driver standings. It is the top 6 that will make it into semifinals Saturday the next time we return to Onion Lake. And then the top 3 from that will be in the Canadian Dash. The top 6 right now, Brad McMahon, Danny Ringette, Dale Young is 3rd, followed by Calvin Fiddler 4th. Josh Rennick is 5th, and Dallas Dick sitting 6th. Rounding out the top 6 right now. Just on the outside, looking in, is Rocky Bremner at 7th. Chris Flanagan is the number 8 driver. Colby Stanley is 9th, and Kyle McKay sits 10th. That's your top 10 of the Canadian Pro Tour, courtesy of Leckie and Associate Chartered Accountants. We will get to our Outrider standings, our Battery Boss Outrider standings, coming up in just a little bit. We're going to go with 2 wagons in heat number 1. Off of the Iron Jet, the number 3 barrel, that is Roland Baptiste with a Red Pheasant gas and confectionery outfit. Centex Station just off Territorial Drive in North Battleford. Top up your tank and get stocked up with drinks, snacks, ice cream, grocery items, lotto tickets, blankets, dog treats, and more. Red Pheasant gas and confectionery, Roland Baptiste. Dropping the top barrel on his practice turn. That won't cost him a thing. However, just dirtied that nice barrel. Same thing with the top of 2. On that Telcon 2-barrel, Chris No, Glassland Agency, specializing in Saskatchewan insurance. Whether you need business or personal insurance, they have you covered. Chris No, Glassland Agencies on 2. And that Apex Distribution 1-barrel will sit empty. Your CPCA Outriders. For Roland Baptiste in the Red Pheasant gas and confectionery outfit, that is Quinn Langevin and Darwin Ward. And your Outriders for Chris No and Glassland Agencies, Tegan LaRouche and Logan Pethick. Logan thanks Sound Dogs at a Meadow Lake, his outriding sponsor once again this summer. Silence for the horn. Once the horn sounds, make as much noise as you want for your wagon. Silence heat number 1 is ready. There's the horn, and it's time for a Sunday race in the mud here on the Onion Lake Cree Nation Heritage Park. Chris No is going to show up for his first show of the CPCA season, and he turns that Telcon 2-barrel nicely, and he will lead the charge as they dance in the mud around that first corner, and Roland Baptiste will follow. He was just racing pony wagons about an hour and a half ago, and here he is into the big wagon now as that Glassland Agencies outfit guides around the second corner and leads the charge down the Onion Lake backstretch. He leads by about 2 lengths with Roland Baptiste in the Red Pheasant gas and confectionery outfit, keeping him within check. We got a couple of Outriders looking in great shape, 3 of them to be exact. We got a black-shirted outrider for Roland Baptiste. Better get on his horse and in an awful hurry to catch the front runners into that third corner. Again, no track records here tonight, at least here in Onion Lake with the mud. But I'll tell you what, it's a great base, one of the best tracks we race on, if not the best all summer long. You can handle a little bit of water, and we can handle a little bit of mud. And look at Roland Baptiste move to the inside. Red Pheasant gas and confectionery putting the pressure on Chris No. Makes a move to the inside with every stride. Down the home stretch to the line. Can Chris No hang on? He's doing his best to get there, and he will by a horse length over a hard-charging Roland Baptiste and the Red Pheasant gas and confectionery outfit in heat number 1. Now, your running times from this heat, unlike the ponies you were watching this afternoon, they got you the race, the running times following that particular heat. Not with the pro wagons, the big wagons. If you're new to the big wagons, we will get the running times from Heat 1 your way after Heat 2. Running times from Heat 2 after Heat 3. And then after Heat 7, after Heat 7, we'll get you the running times from 6 and 7 and a top 5 of the night. And then we're going to turn you over to the Rough Stock event coming your way tonight. The 2025 show champion was Danny Ringette. He is back to defend. He will be in our 7th and final heat here tonight. Our Dash for Cash winner 1 year ago was Ryan Baptiste. You will not see Ryan out here tonight. He's racing over in the World Pro Chuck Wagon Tour here in 2026. So we will have a new Dash for Cash champion. We got to figure out which 3 drivers will be racing in that Dash for Cash. The top 3 drivers after 3 days will line up in the 4th and final day in the 7th and final heat for that all-important Dash for Cash. The track record was set back here in 2015 by Chris Mawley. Fastest this track has ever been lapped here at Heritage Park is a 1:15 and 53, 1:15.53. And as we make our way through the night, we will keep you up to speed on the Sure Shot Wireline Fast Time of the Night. We do want to thank some major sponsors for bringing us here to Onion Lake, including Fort Pitt Farms and North Shore Tire for supplying the turnback barrier crew, Onion Lake Public Works for the harrows and the machinery and the water for our horses, Land Department for supplying a tractor, as well as Onion Lake Recreation for supplying a tractor for us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, from Glassland, Saskatchewan, he's a member of the Mooseman First Nation. This is Chris Snow and Glassland Agencies. You're looking at a second-generation Chuck Wagon driver, second year on tour for Chris. This is his first show here on the 2026 race season. He had some work to do before he could get on the road. The work's done. Now we're having a little fun in the mud, aren't we, Chris? Good job out there tonight. Nice turn of that 2-barrel. And from Red Pheasant, Saskatchewan, another second-year driver. He was racing in 2024 with us. Took last year off. He's back in the big wagon box. Put your hands together for Roland Baptiste. Red Pheasant Gas and Confectionery. This guy is a multi-time pony chuck wagon champion. He was racing ponies this afternoon. He was in the final heat here today, and we'll be back racing more ponies and thoroughbred wagons again tomorrow. Nicely done out there, Roland Baptiste. Hey, the CPCA would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support of the 2026 Pro Tour. Read and write advertising, more than just signs. Assure occupational health testing, all in one place. Great Western Brewing, the highest quality beers in Western Canada, brewed with dedication and heart. Battery Boss. Be the boss to the road or job site. Lamley's Western Wear. Live your own West. For a full list of sponsors, go to cpcaracing.com. These companies are key contributors to the growth of the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. I'm told we're selling 50/50s down there as well. Make sure to grab those 50/50s. It takes one to win one. And thanks for your support. The other half of the 50/50 goes back to the Onion Lake Sports Days Committee. So grab your ticket and good luck to you. Again, after the CPCA is done, 9 o'clock tonight, we're going to turn things down to the Buck and Shoots for a rough stock rodeo. Some bronc riding, some bull riding. It is going to be good, and it is going to be muddy. All right, heat number 2. We got 2 wagons in this heat as well. Off the Iron Jet, number 3 barrel, Darwin Casilcio, stick racing. Make sure to cheer on stick racing in the extreme sport of Indian relay racing. This Tuesday and Wednesday here at Heritage Park is when we will have Indian relay here to entertain you. Telcon 2 barrel sits empty. And on that Apex Distribution number 1 barrel, Leslie Memnook with the Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out. First time Bull Rider Canada event coming to the Bonneville Rodeo Grounds on August 29th. This tarp is also a tribute to Stacy. Live life to the fullest. Make lasting friendships and never forget to support those friends. Hashtag live like Stace. It's the Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out with Leslie Memnick on that one barrel. Your outriders for Darwin Casilkio, Stick Racing, that's Quinn Langevin and Lane Hewitt. And outriding for Leslie Memnick, Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out, Logan Pethick and Tegan LaRouche. Pull them on into a stop. Silence for the horn. Heat 2 set to go. There's the horn, and heat number 2 is off and running. Stoves get loaded. The outriders will mount up and follow through the figure 8 pattern. Stick Racing. That is Darwin Casilkio from the number 3 barrel. He's got a top barrel down, though. That'll hurt Stick Racing. He's going to have to make the time up on the racetrack as the mud flies into that first corner. The rail runner is Leslie Memnick with the Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out. It will be extreme on August 29th, but it's extreme right here at Heritage Park at Onion Lake as they turn 2 and set them up for the backstretch run. Leslie Memnick, Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out, leading by length and 3/4. Leslie Memnick battling from the backside. Outriders are in great shape right alongside that Stick Racing outfit, but they're all trying to track down the front runner, and that is Leslie Memnick. The Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out. Hashtag live like Stace leads the charge by a length and 3/4 into that fourth and final corner as they set them up, and it's your turn to bring them home. Onion Lake, make a little noise for the boys and the equine athletes of the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. This is Leslie Memnick with the Bonneville Bulls, and right there behind him, Stick Racing. And Darwin Casilkio closes ground with every stride to the outside, and he's going to make a late race challenge. And just like in Heat 1, too little, too late, he's not going to get there. Leslie Memnick will win this one by a horse length over Darwin Casilkio and Stick Racing in heat number 2. Let's go to your running times now from heat number 1. 2 wagons in this heat. Second place, Roland Baptiste, Red Pheasant Gas and Confectionery, 135 and 15, plus 2 for an outrider missing a barrel, and 1 more for a late outrider. 3 seconds onto the time for Roland Baptiste. He'll wrap up this Sunday night with a 138.15, 138.15. Needless to say, the track conditions are heavy tonight. And winning the heat, Chris No, Glassland Agencies with a 134 and 62. Penalty free for Chris No, 134.62. Your CPCA running times from heat number 1, and we will keep you up to speed on that Sure Shot Wireline fast time. And with those times in, the time to beat is Chris No. For the day money, Glassland Agencies a 134 and 62. Want to remind you, tomorrow, sports days begin with all sorts of fun throughout the day. And there's going to be some pony racing back on the track in the afternoon. Make sure to check out the Onion Lake Sports Days Facebook page. I know they got the poster up there with everything you need to know and the times that everything begins. So make sure to check that out and be here for another full day tomorrow with the Northwest Saskatchewan Pony Chuck Wagon and Chariot Association. We'll be back with night 2 tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Again, we're going to bring the Heroes out right after these wagons make their way back to the barns. So make sure to grab your 50-50 ticket during this Hero timeout. Support the Onion Lake Sports Days Committee. And ladies and gentlemen, let's bring this man back from the Pound Maker Cree Nation. This is Darwin Casilkio and Stick Racing, our top rookie driver in 2024. He is a sponsor that couldn't get enough of the sport turned driver. And behind him from Goodfish Lake, Alberta, he's a 5th-year driver on tour, Leslie Memnick for Bonneville Bulls Extreme Night Out. Top 15 run last Saturday on the Pound Maker Cree Nation, where he was 13th on the night last weekend. And that is heat number 2. Well, the CPCA would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support here on the 2026 Pro Tour, like Jensen Silver. Custom silver and gold designed to fit your lifestyle. Hoof and Nail, Farrier Supplies, Northern Factory Workwear, Rugged Work and Footwear, Eye Expressions, Eyewear Fashion in Lloydminster. See what 2020 can do for you. And Iron Jet, Corporate Signs, Vinyl Decals, and Custom Apparel. For a full list of sponsors, go to cpcaracing.com. It's these companies who are committed to sustaining the sport of professional chuck wagon racing and our Western heritage. I want to thank my friends at Cowtown in Saskatoon. They really are, friends, 3 superstores in one. Next time you're in Saskatoon, check them out. They are your one-stop shop for boots, clothing, accessories, saddles, and tack, and now carrying Hey Dudes. Cowtown is your Wrangler flagship store. Stop in and visit the friendly staff for all your Western needs, plus animal health and pet supplies. At the wagon track, in town, out of town, it's got to be Cowtown at 3366 Fairlight Drive in Saskatoon. That's where you'll find them. And you'll find us in a hero timeout. Give us about 10 minutes, do some shopping at the souvenir trailer, grab a bite to eat. We'll be back with heat number 3. Brian Mahan, Garth Sanderson, and Roger Moore when we come back.
Just an old flat top from an old pawn shop. Play it for some pretty green eyes looking back into mine on a July night, just hoping she might be paying a little attention to a boy with a guitar, doing the best to impress her with a song, trying to win over her heart. To hell with the fast car, I had a 6-string strumming out a melody. After all this time, I can still rewind to the campfire, kiss in the dark. She's still my blue jean baby that I think's crazy, for giving away her heart to a boy with a guitar. Driving around with the windows down and end up somewhere in a memory, a beautiful memory. You were sipping that strawberry Boone's Farm wine. I was strumming through the summer of '69 just to watch you dance, hoping you'd take a chance on a boy with a guitar, doing the best to impress her with a song, trying to win over her heart. To hell with the fast car, I had a 6-string strumming out a melody. After all this time, I can still rewind to a campfire, kiss in the dark. She's still my blue jean baby that I think's crazy, for giving away her heart to the boy with the guitar. In a bedroom filled with the sound of a boy with a guitar. And there's a bright marquee on a big city street, and a crowd lined up to see a boy with a guitar. Oh, a boy with a guitar, doing the best to impress her with a song, trying to win over her heart. To hell with the fast car, I had a 6-string strumming out a melody. After all this time, I can still rewind to the campfire, kiss in the dark. She's still my blue jean baby that I think's crazy, for giving away her heart to a boy with a guitar.
us apart. And there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, I see the alligators all waiting nearby. Sooner or later they know I'm gonna try. When she waves from the bank, don't you know I know it's a goodbye fishing line, see you a while ago. With a Louisiana woman waiting on the other side, the Mississippi River don't look so wide. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can.
the Mississippi River can't keep us apart.
And there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart. Well, I thought I'd been loved, but I never had till I was wrapped in the arms of a Mississippi man. When he holds me close, it feels almost like another hurricane just ripped the coast. If he can't come to me, I'm gonna go to him. That Mississippi River, Lord, I'm gonna swim.
Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man, we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart.
and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, the Mississippi River, Lord, is 1 mile wide. I'm gonna get me to the other side.
Mississippi man, I'm losing my mind. Gotta have your loving just one more time.
I'm gonna jump in the river and here I go. Too bad, alligator, you swim too slow. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man, we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart.
and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
There's too much love in this Mississippi heart. Too much love.
It's all the same. Only the names will change.
Number 7, our final heat period tonight, silence please. And on the front end is Brad McMahon as they set him up down the backstretch. He leads by 3/4 of the length with Prairie Pines Butcher Shop. Every stride, Patty's gonna get there. Superior concrete pumping. and send them out of town. And it is.
It ain't the 90 proof whiskey or the way the straight tequila hits me. It ain't the cold beer that gets me here. Girl, I'm just a jonesing for you. It ain't the honky-tonkin' guitar or one of them $50 cigars. It ain't the swinging doors or sawdust floors. Girl, I'm just a jonesing for you. You got me just a jonesing. You got me just a moaning the blues. Like some old neon corner jukebox. Girl, you got me just a jonesing for you. It ain't the closing time last call or the high life sign buzzing on the wall. It ain't the big blocks in the parking lot. Girl, I'm just a jonesing for you. You got me just a jonesing. You got me just a moaning the blues. Like some old neon colored jukebox. Girl, you got me just a jonesing for you.
All right, Onion Lake. Heat number 3 makes its way onto the racetrack. Get ready. We're going to load them up for you. All 3 barrels in the infield are going to be used the rest of the way throughout the night here tonight. Heat number 3 off the Iron Jet. Number 3 barrel, Brian Mann, Pure Chem Services, delivering customized chemical solutions in the oil and gas industry with decades of technical expertise. and the latest technologies, creating tailored customer solutions. PureChemServices.com, and that is Brian Mahan on 3. Telcon 2-barrel, Garth Sanderson with the Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation, hoping one day soon to reach a settlement with the Canadian government that would pave the way for their reestablishment as a distinct and recognized band. Located in Treaty 6 territory with headquarters on the James Smith Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. That's the Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation, and Garth Sanderson on 2. Apex Distribution 1-barrel, Roger Moore with Eco Green Energy Transfer, offering expert advice on logistics for all your propane and related equipment solutions on your work site or yard. For cost-effective, efficient, and safe installations, turn to Eco Green Energy Transfer and Roger Moore on the 1-barrel. Your CPCA Outriders, outriding for Brian Mahan and PureChem Services, Logan Pethick and Lane Hewitt. Lane wants to thank Neck Care Dr. Ansel Updegrove, Boreal Builders of Turtle Lake, JWT Hats, and Wrangler Well Servicing is outriding sponsors this summer. Outriding for Garth Sanderson, Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation, Quinn Langevin and Mitch Weber. And your outriders for Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer, Tegan LaRouche, and Jory Bronkin. We're set. Heat number 3. Silence, please. There's the horn and heat number 3. It's a hard charge to that top barrel. Let's keep them up, keep them standing. No, the Sandman's going to crunch that top one. That'll be 5 for Garth. And PureChem Services, Brian Mahan, drop that bottom barrel on 3. As Brian Mahan, flying around that second corner, leads the charge, leads the pack by a length and a quarter ahead of 007 Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer. And then with the flying feather and speed from the backside, that's the Sandman, Garth Sanderson, and the Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation. We got a wagon train down the Onion Lake backstretch, and that engine on the front end is flying Brian Mahan with PureChem Services as he opens them up to about a 2-length lead now as they exit that backstretch and into corner number 3. And Roger Moore still holding on to second, running along the rail with that Eco Green Energy Transfer outfit as Garth Sanderson tries to transfer from third to second, but you can't pass what you can't catch, and Roger Moore's holding him off for now as they turn 4 and ask for a little more down the home stretch drive. Leading the home stretch charge, flying Brian Mahan and PureChem Services with every stride in the mud here tonight. He's going to win this one easily. Look at the battle for second. Roger Moore's got him right now by 3/4 of a length, and that's how they're going to cross the line. Roger Moore by a half a length ahead of Garth Sanderson and the Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation. The Sandman settles for third in heat number 3. Your running times from heat number 2. 2 wagons in that heat. In second place, Darwin Casocchio and Stick Racing. 134 and 22 plus 2 seconds for an outrider knocking a barrel. Time for Darwin Casocchio, 136 and 22, 136.22. And the winner of heat number 2, Leslie Memnook and the Bonneville Bulls. Extreme Night Out, 133 and 91. Penalty free for Leslie Memnook, 133.91. Your CPCA running times from heat number 2. And with those times in, we got a new Sure Shot Wireline quick time to beat tonight for the day money. That is now Leslie Memnook, Bonneville Bulls, Extreme Night Out, 133 and 91. 133.91. As the wagons come back from heat number 3, we're going to introduce you to them, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Sandman from the James Smith Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. This is Garth Sanderson driving for the Chackasay Passin Band of the Cree Nation. Top 10 runs in Dewberry, and again last weekend in Poundmaker, and looking for some top fives and some day monies here in Onion Lake at Heritage Park. Behind him, all the way from High River, Alberta, this is Flying Brian Main with Pure Chem Services. There's a man who's competed in the World Pro Chuck Wagon Tour. He's competed at the Calgary Stampede Rangeland Derby, and now I believe it's his third year on tour with the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. Brian Main and Pure Chem Services. And I don't see Roger Moore coming back in front of you. Unless he went and took him back to the barn already, which is a definite possibility. He's out of my view anyway. Roger Moore back on tour with the CPCA after a number of years over on the World Tour. In fact, Roger Moore, a four-time WPCA show champion, including the Ponoka Stampede Championship. And down in Ponoka, where the World are, they're running into some rain issues, much like we were. In case you are unaware, we did not cancel the races yesterday. We moved them. So instead of this being day number 2, if we would have canceled yesterday because of the rain, this would be day number 2, but we did not. We rained out. We moved the day. So we were supposed to be done here on Tuesday, but now we're going to continue on into Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock because we're going to take Saturday's night, move it to Canada Day afternoon. So just so you know, provided the weather's on our side the rest of the way, I think it's supposed to be a little bit better as we make our way through the 4 days. Every day gets a little bit better as far as the forecast goes. And if that is the plan, and if that's how it ends up being, we will be here on Wednesday afternoon. So that is always good. Heat number 4 is going to make its way onto the racetrack. Phil Arcand, Randall Stanley, and DJ DeSuter. But yeah, the World rained out last night. I think they got one night in on Friday night. Rained out last night. They rained out again today. And they got a pile of it. We got some here, but not near the amount that they got down there. So they're having some issues getting some race days in prior to the Rangeland Derby at the Calgary Stampede. One of the drivers in front of you here tonight will be leaving Onion Lake and going straight to the greatest outdoor show on earth to compete at the Rangeland Derby at the Calgary Stampede. That is Danny Ringette, former Canadian champion. He will be in the 7th and final heat here tonight. And he'll be making his 6th appearance at the Rangeland Derby in Calgary. So watch for Danny a little bit later on as the Outriders make their way in. If you're new to pro chuck wagon racing, it's a little bit different than in what you see in the ponies. The Outriders have very important jobs, 2 per team. Their jackets that you can sometimes see in the mud match that of their drivers. And one of the Outriders keeps that lead team pointed in the right direction at the sound of the horn, and the other loads the stove. And that stove that they load at the sound of the horn has to be touching the ground prior to the horn, or penalties will be implied. And then, as they make their way through around the racetrack, they can't be late. They got to finish within 200 feet. You see a red finish line about 200 back from our actual finish line. That's the Outriders finish line, or they will be late. So there's some Outrider information for you. On the Iron Jet 3-barrel, Phil Arcand, PKP Mechanical, proud to serve the Frog Lake, Alberta community. Telcon 2-barrel, Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling. With a state-of-the-art hauling fleet designed to handle heavy loads and navigate challenging terrains. Whether it's transporting drilling rigs, pipelines, or other essential components, you can trust D&L to deliver your assets safely and on time. That's D&L Fluid Hauling, Randall Stanley on 2. Apex Distribution 1-barrel, DJ DeSuter Mainline Energy, Inc., specializing in pipeline hydro testing, pigging, drying, and heating with a staff that consists of project estimating and management, safety oversight, and field operations with the ability to add additional personnel resources. based on the size and complexity of the project. Mainline Energy, DJ DeSuter. Your outriders for Phil Arcan, PKP Mechanical, Darwin Ward and Mitch Weber. Outriding for Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling, Logan Pethick and Lane Hewitt. And your outriders for DJ DeSuter, Mainline Energy, Jory Bronken and Tegan LaRouche. And that sets up your fourth heat tonight. So pull them on into a stop. Silence for the horn. Let's get this one going. There's the horn, and heat number 4 is going here at Heritage Park in Onion Lake, Saskatchewan, and a nice turn on the top of 2. Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling. And the rail runner is off the number 1 barrel. That's DJ DeSuter. He tracks in about 3rd place right now. Is the rail run the nice spot to be? It is the shortest distance around the racetrack, but is it heavy along that rail? We'll find out as we make our way through the night tonight. But the leader around that second quarter is D&L Fluid Hauling the load, running 2 wide, and he is in the lead by a horse length with DJ DeSuter along the rail to the inside, and PKP Mechanical. That is Phil Arcan to the outside. We got a wall of wagons with every stride. They're battling for every inch of the racetrack, and this is a race. Get ready to cheer them home, Onion Lake. This is anybody's game. DJ DeSuter now pulls into the lead by a horse length with that Mainline Energy outfit. Those thoroughbreds running with some energy here tonight. And the D&L Fluid Hauling 2 wide, Randall Stanley. And on the far side, the overland route, PKP Mechanical, the rookie Phil Arcan. As they send them home, they're coming in hot. DJ DeSuter, the Wildcat with Mainline Energy Inc. Looks like he's going to get there. Maybe PKP. DJ is going to win this one by a horse length. PKP Mechanical. Phil Arcan is second. D&L Fluid Hauling, although right in amongst the pack. Randall Stanley settles for third in heat number 4. Now let's go with your running times from heat number 3. In third place, Garth Sanderson and the Chakastay Passin Band of the Cree Nation. 131 and 87 plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Garth Sanderson wraps up the night with a 136 and 87. 136.87. Second, Brian Mann, Pure Chem Services, first across the line at a 127 and 46. Plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel, and 1 more second for the wagon being ahead of the barrel. Time for Brian Mann tonight will be 133 and 46. 133.46. The winner of heat number 3, Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer with a 131 and 17, penalty free for Roger Moore, 131.17. Your CPCA running times from heat 3. With those times in, we got a new Sure Shot Wireline Fast Time. That belongs to 007 Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer. The time to beat is a 131.17. That's the pace setter right now. Ladies and gentlemen from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, put your hands together for Mr. Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling, 7th-year driver. He was 4th in the Poundmaker aggregate and 11th in the Canadian standings. Behind him, the Wildcat from Grand Prairie, Alberta, DJ DeSuter, Mainline Energy Inc., our most improved driver in 2025, top 10 run in Poundmaker last weekend. We call him the Wildcat. He used to play junior football for the Edmonton Wildcats. And driving for PKP Mechanical from the Alexander First Nation, northwest of Edmonton, this is Mr. Phil Arcan, one of our rookies on tour here in 2026. He had a top 5 run last weekend out in Dewberry. Hoping for more of the same here at Onion Lake. We're going to bring the Harrows back out for another timeout. Don't forget to check out the CPCA souvenir booth right near the grandstand with all new race gear for the 2026 race season. Chore jackets, women's jackets. They have hats. They have sweatpants. There's hoodies over there, all brand new for the 2026 race season. This is the third weekend we've had this merchandise available. Get your hands on a souvenir. Buy it today. Wear it back to the racetrack tomorrow night. And we want to thank our Battery Boss Outrider sponsor, sponsoring the Outrider of the Year award. The top outrider at the end of the year is going to get themselves a brand new Hunter X8 electric bike. 2026 CPCA High Point Outrider Award, all thanks to Battery Boss. All right, after our races here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, sit tight. We're going to go down to the Buck and Chutes for a rough stock rodeo. We got some bronc riding. We're going to load up some bulls into these chutes, and we're going to have lots of rodeo fun in the mud tonight. In the meantime, we call on Barry Jackson to head on over to the rodeo secretary office. Barry Jackson to the secretary office of the rodeo, and the rough stock registration is open. So if you call yourself a bull rider or a bronc rider and you want to compete here tonight, registration is open. You got to sign some waivers. You can get that done at the rodeo office as well, but registration is now open. We want to thank Fort Pitt Farms and North Shore Tire for providing the crew at the turnback barrier. We sure do appreciate it. Some of our great Onion Lake sponsors here over the 4 days. Onion Lake Public Works, the Lands Department, and the Onion Lake Recreation, all helping us put on this sports days. And don't forget to grab the 50-50 in support of the Onion Lake Sports Days Committee. All right, it's going to be a nice pot here tonight, so make sure to have that 50-50 ticket in hand when the time comes to draw, and good luck on your ticket purchase. We'll get to heat number 5 with Colby Stanley, Chris Flanagan, and Kyle McKay coming right up after this Harrow timeout.
If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for lady love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band.
Danse, relatives, friends, competitors, and visitors, welcome to Onion Lake Cree Nation. Today, as we gather for Onion Lake Sports Day and Rodeo, we are reminded of the strong spirit that lives in our nation. This event is more than a weekend of competition. It is a celebration of who we are, where we come from, and the people who continue to carry our community forward. Onion Lake has always been a place where people come together. From our schools to our sports grounds, from our powwow celebrations to our rodeo arena. Every place tells a part of our story. Our ancestors understood the importance of gathering. They understood the strength of family, community, and culture, and the land. Today, we continue that tradition by coming together to cheer, to visit, to laugh, and to celebrate the talents of our people. Here at the rodeo grounds, you can feel that energy, the sound of the horses, the excitement of the chuck wagon races, and speed of the Indian relay, the skill of the riders, and the pride of every competitor. These moments remind us of our connection to the horse, to our traditions, and to the spirit of competition that brings people from all over to Onion Lake. But what makes this event special is not only what happens in the arena, it is the family sitting together. It is the young ones watching and learning. It is our elders being honored. It is our visitors being welcomed. It is our nation showing its pride of who we are. Sports Day is about unity. It's about culture. It's about celebrating our youth, our athletes, our riders, our families, and everyone who helps make Onion Lake strong. On behalf of Onion Lake Cree Nation, I welcome to our Sports Day and Rodeo. Enjoy the races, cheer loud, respect one another, and take pride being part of this gathering. We are Onion Lake Cree Nation. We are strong in culture, strong in community, strong together. Ay hay kinanaskum na. Thank you.
Put your hands on my hips, we gonna slide. You and me all night, we gonna slide. Baby, we can slide out back.
I wanna sweep you off your feet tonight. I wanna love you and hold you tight. Spin you around on some old dance floor. Act like we never met before for fun. 'Cause you're the one I want, you're the one I need, baby. If I was a king, you would be my queen. You're the rock in my road, you're good for my soul, it's true. I'm head over boots for you. The way you sparkle like a diamond ring. Maybe one day we can make it a thing. Test time and grow together. Rocking our chairs and talk about the weather. Yeah, so bring it on in for that angel kiss. Put that feel good on my lips. 'Cause you're the one I want, you're the one I need, baby. If I was a king, you would be my queen. You're the rock in my road, you're good for my soul, it's true. I'm head over boots for you. Yeah, I'm here to pick you up, and I hope I don't let you down. No, 'cause you're the one I want, you're the one I need, baby. If I was a king, you would be my queen. You're the rock in my road, you're good.
Let's go, Onion Lake. The Thunder returns to the track following the Harrow timeout. Heat number 5 is set to go for you. Let's set it up. Off the Iron Jet 3 barrel, you know this man from these parts, Colby Stanley, All Nations Building Supplies. Home goods, lumber yard, and hardware store right here in Onion Lake. Colby Stanley, All Nations Building Supplies on 3. Telcon 2-barrel, Chris Flanagan, Sure Shot Wireline. Safe, efficient, reliable, and honest. Located in Bonnieville, Sure Shot puts customer service at the forefront while delivering state-of-the-art wireline services throughout Western Canada. Sure Shot Wireline, Chris Flanagan's on 2. Apex Distribution 1-barrel, Kyle McKay with the OCL Group. Trust our experts to help you build, maintain, and grow groundbreaking solutions that help you process and deliver quality petrochemical products to the masses, doing the job right. That is OCL Group, Kyle McKay on 1. Your Outriders for Colby Stanley, All Nations Building Supplies, Kale Ageness and Jory Bronkin. Outriding for Chris Flanagan, Sure Shot Wireline, Logan Pethick and Tegan LaRouche. And your Outriders for Kyle McKay. OCL Group, Mitch Weber and Quinn Langevin. Quinn wants to thank Casey Mechanical and Bob's Auctions, his outriding sponsors on the 26 Pro Tour. The Cobra loads into 3, followed by Chris Flanagan, that green lightning bolt on the wagon box, and another one of our rookies. Kyle McKay loads into 1. Heat 5. Silence. There's the horn. Stoves are loaded in, and off we go. In heat number 5, Chris is going to take that top barrel. That'll cost him. Top goes down on 1 as well for Kyle McKay and the OCL Group. It looks good on the Iron Jet 3-barrel. Colby Stanley left him standing. However, the orange and black on the track of the Cobra is running 3 wide. The rail runner is Kyle McKay, OCL Group, and right smack dab in the middle of the 2 is Chris Flanagan and Sure Shot Wireline. He's running 3rd, 2 wide to the outside of Kyle McKay. The rookie's in the lead right now. Kyle McKay and the OCL Group down the backstretch by a horse length. Kyle McKay leads it now. Chris Flanagan pulls right alongside of the Cobra. Colby Stanley, who stretched out 3 wide into that backstretch, and the Outriders are looking in great shape as they move behind the wagons, and a wall of them 3 wide, and that is the long way around for the Cobra. Colby Stanley, the reigning and defending Canadian champ, All Nations Building Supplies, drops back on the wide side into third. Flatty takes over second, but they're all trying to catch the man with the plan, the leader on the racetrack. That is the OCL group, and Kyle McKay turns forward. They're coming in hot down the home stretch drive. We'll see if Chris can catch him, and that Sure Shot outfit, it's going to be too little or too late. He's going to run out of racetrack. Kyle McKay pulls ahead and will win this one by a length over Chris Flanagan. Sure Shot Wireline and All Nations Building Supplies running the wide side around the entire track. Colby Stanley will finish third in heat number 5. Your CPCA running times from heat number 4 look like this. Third place, Phil Arcan, PKP Mechanical with a 132.07 plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Phil Arcan tonight, 137.07, 137.07. Second, DJ DeSuter, Mainline Energy Inc. with a 131.62 plus 2 for an outrider missing a barrel. Time for DJ DeSuter tonight, 133.62, 133.62. The winner of Heat 4, Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling with a 132.61. He was clean. It pays to run clean. Penalty free for Randall Stanley, 132.61. Your CPCA running times from heat number 4. And with those times in, the Sure Shot Wireline fast time remains Roger Moore from heat 3, Eco Green Energy Transfer. The time to beat the pace setter is a 131.17 for the day money. With a couple of heats left to go, again, we are going to get you heat number 6 next. Take one more Hero timeout. And then heat number 7, then we will get you the running times from 6 and 7, top 5 of the day, then turn you over to the Rough Stock Rodeo here. So we send it down to the Buck and Shoots at about 9 o'clock tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he was orange and black when he came out. Not quite the same color this time around. You know this man from Onion Lake. He calls Meadow Lake home. This is Colby Stanley, the Cobra, All Nations Building Supplies. The Cobra is your defending Canadian champion, ladies and gentlemen. A day money run last weekend on the Pound Maker Cree Nation. Colby Stanley had a tough run in 3 wide around the racetrack. From Bonnyville, Alberta, put your hands together for Chris Flanagan. Sure Shot Wireline, a 2-time Rangeland Derby competitor at the Calgary Stampede. Chris is sitting 8th in the Canadian standings. And from Radway, Alberta, this is Kyle McKay with the OCL Group, one of her rookies on tour. Came to the big wagons after 18 years of driving the ponies. He was mentored by the Solomons. Some teaching from Wade and Evan over on the World Tour. Kyle McKay is currently 10th in the CPCA driver standings. Let's have a look at your Battery Boss Outrider standings coming into the night here tonight. This is your top 5 in the Outrider pen. Sitting 5th is Trey Delver with 785 Outrider points. 4th is Tegan LaRouche, 957.5. The number 3 Outrider is Lane Hewitt, 1,262 points. Sitting 2nd is Quinn Langevin, 1,399.5. And the number 1 Outrider coming into the Onion Lake Sports Days is Logan Pethick with 1,490.5. He has the number 1 spot in the Outrider pen by about 300 points. Pretty good position, but you can never know. With great outriding pen again this year, can't take a heat off, can't take a day off, or they will be coming after you. Thanks to Battery Boss for sponsoring our Top Outrider of the Year award. And Logan Pethick has been that top outrider in the past a few different times. And he remains the number 1 outrider. Some of these outriders ride each and every one of the heats here tonight. a busy bunch, this outriding crew, as they make their way in for heat number 6 that will have Calvin Fiddler, Josh Horinick, and Rocky Bremner. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention when Chris Snow was out here in the first heat, he wanted to thank his F-Fun Dodge North Battleford crew for sponsoring his Outriders in heat number 1. F-Fun Dodge in North Battleford. All right, they're going to make their way in. The Outriders go through the motions, clippity-clop through the mud. You can hear them quite good from up here. The wagons will make their way onto the racetrack. That is Team 21. Calvin Fiddler will lead the parade in front of you with that Vantage Solutions outfit. And then we're going to get Josh Horinick. Josh Horinick's one of those guys who spent the last 7 years over on the WPCA Tour. He decided this year to make his way over and race on the Canadian Tour. Good to see him. Josh, along with Roger Moore, both competed over in the world last year and are on track with the CPCA in 2026. Last onto the racetrack and last to get in front of you, the Rockstar Rocky Bremner. He's been running tough. He comes into the weekend, the number 7 position, just back at Dallas, Dick. We talked about the importance of being in that top 6 if you want a shot at the Canadian title in August here in Onion Lake, Heritage Park. Rocky Bremner is just on the outside looking in. Off the Iron Jet 3-barrel, that's Calvin Fiddler, Vantage Housing Solutions. Homes for the lifestyle you want, from lot preparation, landscaping, fencing, driveways, garage, deck, utility hookups, and assistance with permits. Vantage Housing Solutions in Bonnyville will help you with all aspects. For a turnkey setup, vantagehousing.ca. That's Calvin Fiddler on 3. Telcon 2-barrel, Josh Horinick, T-Bar 1 Transport, offering oversized transport, oil field tank moving, and heavy haul services from Manitoba to British Columbia to the Yukon and Northwest Territories. Tbar1.com with Josh Horinick on 2. That Apex Distribution 1-barrel, Rocky Bremner, Wisconsin, ASCII Construction. Building a strong foundation starts with the right partner. They deliver quality you can count on, from premium aggregates to reliable concrete supply to professional construction services for projects of every size. Wisconsin ASCII Construction, Rocky Bremner's on 1. Calvin Fiddler's Job Development Outriders for his Vantage Housing Solutions outfit. It's Quinn Langevin and Lane Hewitt. Outriding for Josh Horinick, T-Bar 1 Transport, Logan Pethick, and Jory Bronkin. And your Outriders for Rocky Bremner and Wisconsin ASCII Construction, Mitch Weber, and Darwin Ward. You are all set. Pick your favorite. Heat number 6. Silence, please. There's the horn. It is go time, and a hard charge to the top. Awesome. Traffic jams at the top of 1 and 2. Hopefully we're all right there as we get out and running. That 3-barrel belonging to Calvin Fiddler, Vantage Housing Solutions. The top is dropped, and the top is dropped on 2. And Josh Horinick's just going to stop him right there with that T-Bar 1 Transport outfit. We got 2 wagons dancing around that second corner, and the leader is Team 21, Calvin Fiddler, Vantage Housing Solutions, right there behind him, though, by about a length and 3/4. That's the hard-charging Rockstar Rocky Bremner, Wisconsin ASCII Construction, building some speed down the Onion Lake backstretch, trying to reel in the leader. I know the Rocky Bremner outfit is sitting 7th in the Canadian standings, hoping for a top 6 spot by the time the night is through. But he's got some work to do to catch Calvin Fiddler, and Team 21, Vantage Housing Solutions, has the advantage by a length and 3/4 to 2 lengths as they turn 4 and send him down the Onion Lake home stretch drive. Rocky Bremner is going to see if he can catch him. He's going to send him home with that Wisconsin-Manaski construction outfit. He's going to run out of racetrack, run out of time. Calvin Fiddler and Vantage Housing will get there by 2 over the Rockstar Rocky Bremner second. And just a tough outing tonight for Josh Hrenek and T-Bar 1 Transport. Let's get you the running times now. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the running times, not the night for Josh Hrenek. That's not what he waited the last 2 days for. Give him a round of applause from Dewberry, Alberta. T-Bar 1 Transport. He comes in sitting fifth in the Canadian standings. He was 5th in the Poundmaker aggregate last weekend. And not the Sunday night he needed to start the Onion Lake Sports Days for Josh Hrenek. Let's go back to those running times now. We're talking about heat number 5. In third place, Chris Flanagan, Sure Shot Wireline, 131 and 45, plus 5 for the Wagon Knocking a Barrel, 2 more for an Outrider Missing a Barrel. Add 7 seconds onto the running time for Chris Flanagan. He'll finish with a 138 and 45. 138, 4-5. Second, Kyle McKay in the OCL group with a 130 and 28. Nice run, but 5 for the Wagon Knocking a Barrel. He'll finish with a 135 and 28. That's the running time for Kyle McKay. 135-28. The winner of heat number 5, Colby Stanley. Third across the line, but he was clean. All Nations Building Supplies with a 133.01, penalty free for the Cobra. 133.01. Your CPCA running times from Heat 5 and Steal the Day money. We go back to Heat 3. Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer. The time to beat tonight, still a 131.17. 131.17. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about it for the Rockstar Rocky Bremner from Glassland, Saskatchewan? Wisconsin-Manaski Construction. He had a top 5 run in Dewberry a couple of weekends ago. He comes in 7th in the CPCA driver standings, only 4 points back of Dallas Dick in the Canadian standings. And behind him, from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, he's a proud member of the Waterhen Lake First Nation. The leader of Team 21, this is Calvin Fiddler, Advantage Housing Solutions. Top 5 run last weekend on the Poundmaker Cree Nation. Calvin Fiddler currently 4th in the Canadian standings. And that is heat number 6. Now the CPCA would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support here on the 2026 Pro Tour. Like Relay Distributing, rely on Relay. L&A Chartered Professional Accountants, Lloyd Minster. Grow your business with us. First Nation Insurance Services. Start with better benefits. Ophelia James Medical Aesthetic. Naturally refined, confidently you. And Northern Livestock Sales. Find them online at northernlivestocksales.ca. For a full list of sponsors, be sure to check out cpcaracing.com. And we ask you to support the sponsors that support our sport. Without them, we wouldn't be racing in front of you here this weekend in Onion Lake. We got another Hero timeout, our last one, and then we're going to bring on the 7th and final heat. Chance to do some shopping at the CPCA souvenir trailer right next to the grandstand. Hats, hoodies, jackets, sweatpants, and more to bring out the Chuck Wagon fan in you. Take home a souvenir from the racetrack tonight. And I want to thank my friends once again at Provincial Vodka for helping me and my family down the wagon trail as a Chuck Wagon announcer. And they have a product that is smooth like no other vodka. And from the makers of Provincial Vodka, Crush It Hard Iced Tea. Keep it simple. An easy summer drink that is refreshingly delicious. Do what you love. Drink what you love. Crush it. It's available now at your favorite liquor store. Our 7th and final heat for you tonight will feature the 3 fastest wagons in the driver's standings coming into this weekend at Onion Lake Sports Days. We're talking about Dale Young, Brad McMahon, and Danny Ringette. This one's going to be quick. Dale Young, our Dewberry Show champion this summer. Brad McMahon, our Poundmaker Show champion this summer. And Danny Ringette's a former Canadian champion and a Calgary Stampede Rangeland Derby competitor. And that is what we're going to leave you with on a Sunday night here at Heritage Park. Heat number 7, right after this final Harrow timeout. And then after Heat 7, running times from 6 and 7, top 5 of the night. And then we are going to send it down to the Buck and Shoots for the Rough Stock Rodeo, set to begin sometime around 9 o'clock, is what I'm told.
Tonka trucks and G.I. Joes, jumping those hills with Luke and Bo. Plastic cap guns in a swimming hole. Don't get no dirt on your church clothes. Win or lose, we cheer for the Braves. 10% in the open place. Sunday chicken and a NASCAR race. Sure be nice to get back to that place. There was dirt on Daddy's clothes. We're putting that bacon on Mama's stove, dog barking in the yard at a truck we don't know. All we had was us, and had a little bitty house and a lot of love. We had it all when we didn't have much. 18 left it all behind, chasing a girl, chasing
Zoom in on that, bro.
It's falling off though.
He's got to hide his piercing.
Rip it off.
Rip it off. Rip it off. Rip it off.
Yeah, good.
Free waxing.
Before we get into episode 5 of the Wagon Trail, I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank everyone who has been watching, sharing, and enjoying the series so far. This is my first time putting together a series like this, especially covering a sport I never really followed before. But it's been an amazing experience so far, learning more about the CPCA. A big thank you to 7 Gen Productions and CPCA for giving us the opportunity to help tell these stories, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into each episode. And we're excited to keep building the series as the season moves forward. Thank you again for the support, and we hope you enjoy episode 5 of the Wagon Trail. Welcome to Poundmaker. We're day 3 right now. I got my helper, Connor Beast, dude. We're gonna go check out Brad McMahon. I kind of want to go see this guy's rig. Don't mind me, I'm being nosy.
Hey, my man, look at
What's up, bro?
this.
Well, he's building it up
Are
to
you
make it
guys
look
with,
bigger and stuff like that, right?
Chuck wagons?
Yeah.
But then FX6.
I like that.
Oh, same
It's
as you
fun.
That
guys.
is
It's
so
fun.
sick.
Yeah.
The new one?
Yeah.
The 4.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, eh?
Is it recording? Is it recording right now?
Recording, yeah. I'm shooting in log right now too. Yeah. What about you guys? Who are you guys with?
So APTN. Horse Warriors. It's like a show that, it's like a docu-series that follows some of the relay teams.
Nice. Well, nice to meet you, my man.
Yes, sir.
I'm just being nosy with the rig. So that was APTN, and they're shooting an episode for the Indian Relay. And I was being nosy, and Connor is just following me around. That was a sick camera, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go check out Brad McMahon. Go see what he's up to. Here comes Garth Sanderson.
Length over Josh Horinek. Polar Oils. Rocky Bremner, he finished third, but he sure closed some ground.
Oh, hey, boys.
Alright.
How's it going?
It's going. You're getting dialed in?
Game time, yeah. Yeah, I was heat, what was that, 5 going, so we'll start harnessing here as soon as 6 heads out. So we're normally waiting for Flanny to head out, and that's him going right now, so we'll start bringing ours in here shortly, so we'll let him loop around here, and we'll time it pretty close, because we got a Harrow break, so.
Oh yeah. You want to show me your team?
Yeah, you betcha. Come take a look.
Was it the same team from yesterday?
No,
No?
New team tonight. So this is Papa here. He'll be our right leader tonight. He's 6 years old. He's his 2nd year running. He'll be our left leader tonight, Papa. This guy here is called Teddy. He's also only 6 years old. It's his 2nd year as well. He'll be our left wheeler tonight. And this is Maestro. He's also 6 years old. And he'll be our big right wheeler. And then down here will be 8. And this will be his 4th race ever. So this will be the 4th time here in his horn. He'll be on right lead tonight. So he's a first-year horse, so he's got quite big shoes to fill for this guy.
Wow.
And this is a first-year out-riding horse that we call Turtle. He's gonna go on Stove tonight for Lane Hewitt, and then on leaders for Quinn tonight, and then on the backside that's Gibby over there, and he's gonna go on Stove for Lane Hewitt tonight. So yeah, that's the 6 going tonight. So Gibby's previously won Outriding Horse of the Year, and then the rest of these are all pretty new horses, first or second year horses. So yeah.
Which team did you run yesterday?
Yesterday we ran, there's 3 also real young ones on there. The right leader, that was his 3rd race ever, Parlay Street on right lead. And then old reliable boy, King, he went on left lead of that hook, but he actually was the right leader of the year last year for the CPCA.
Yeah.
But we moved him over to the left lead to teach that team. And then back on the wheel, we had a young 4-year-old called Pace. That was his 4th race. And then a new horse that was it's his 2nd year, but he's only had 6 races. And his name was Zestful. So,
wow.
Yeah, so a lot of young stuff in the barn. The old guys are out enjoying the grass outside right now. So.
Right on.
But yeah, so one thing we like to do is we like to take the wheelers out together, hook them to the wagon, and then we'll grab the lead team after we got the wheelers hooked up and hook them to the wagon. So go time. Okay, let's hook. So I usually always grab the left wheeler, which is just the inside horse, and then Emily's gonna grab the right wheeler, and the girls, if you look, they'll be at the wagon ready to pick the pole up for her.
Okay.
Hey, stop, go. I guess he's ready to go. Okay. Okay, left leaders can come whenever, too.
Hey,
Anyone bring that? We have the leader. Oversight. We're ready to go. Now the girls will just make sure there's no twists in the lines. They'll feed the wheel lines underneath the wagon seat, and they'll put the lead lines on top, and then they'll just tape them in. So if we ever have a wreck and the outriders have to get in the wagon, the lines will still be there for them to get.
Any barrel you prefer?
I like barrel 1, yeah. I'm a barrel 1 guy.
And the winner of Heat 5, Rocky River.
Few penalties in that last one. So we did our wagon ways here the day before racing, and we go on like race car scales, go on each wheel, and then we stand in the wagon, and it has to weigh 1,325 pounds. So if you look in the back, you'll see ours was needed to weigh up 5 more pounds, so it has a 5-pound weight in the back bolted on to make weight. So that's what that'll mean. And you'll notice a few other guys have other weights bolted in to make up the right weight. So.
Oh wow, I did not know that. You guys weigh in daily or what?
We usually weigh at least at the beginning of the year and do a wagon inspection, and then sometimes halfway through the year again. So everyone here had to do an inspection, and they just get all their snaps and everything looked over and make sure the bolts are good and stuff. And yeah, so that was my wagon. It was 5 pounds light, so I needed to add a wagon weight. Have a good one, Danny. Whenever. Hey, boys.
Yeah. Good luck, Brad.
Thank you.
Brad McMahon, Prairie Pines Butcher Shop, a full-service butcher shop located between Lloydminster and North Battleford on Highway 40, just east of Muhlenberg, offering custom cutting and wrapping, custom meat orders. They process wild game, and they keep the retail counter stocked over there at Prairie Pines Butcher Shop. Brad McMahon, we've been enjoying some of those beer sticks and beef jerky here this weekend. Thanks so much for the snacks. There's the horn, and there's a lot on the line here in this 7th and final heat here tonight. Watch these 3 drivers turn and burn and send them out of town. And it is Dale Young by a nose, but into his inside along the rail, Brad McMahon. Prairie Pines Butcher Shop, and Danny Ringette is trailing the leaders by about 2 lengths. He's right there in the mix with that Superior Concrete pumping outfit, but the horsepower pumping on the front end is Brad McMahon as they set him up down the backstretch. He leads by 3/4 of a length with Prairie Pines Butcher Shop, and right there with him to the outside, the Calgary Flames Ambassadors and the Stampeders right there too. It's a stampede into that 3rd corner. Dale Young running second by a length on the outside. Now to his left elbow is the big lead team of Danny Ringette making a move from 3rd and challenging Dale Young for 2nd. Superior Concrete pumping is looking superior on a Saturday night. He's got to catch Brad McMahon though down the home stretch drive. They are coming in hot to the wire with every stride. Danny's going to get there. Superior Concrete pumping by a half a horse length over Brad McMahon and his Prairie Pines Butcher Shop.
Pine trees. Oh, I hope you're happy and your heart still burns. Canadian summer, making friends, crushing cans, holding hands, nose Muskoka Hines. You're blinking, it's over. Driftwood campfire nights in the land of the northern sky. And
All right, Onion Lake, we got one more for you tonight with the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. After this heat, stand by for running times and the Rough Stock Rodeo a little bit later on. We'll be back on track with 7 more heats tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Off that Iron Jet 3-barrel, Dale Young Eco Green Energy Transfer, offering expert advice on logistics for all your propane and related equipment solutions. On your work site or yard for cost-effective, efficient, and safe installations, Dale Young Eco Green is on 3. Telcon 2-barrel, Brad McMahon, Arcan Construction, and Apex Distribution 1-barrel, Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, providing concrete pumping throughout northern Alberta and Saskatchewan since 1979. Located in Cold Lake, they also do mud jacking, form work, and have a placing and finishing division and carpenters on staff to provide complete site preparation services. Superior Concrete Pumping, Danny Ringette's on the Apex 1-barrel. Your outriders for Dale Young, Eco Green Energy Transfer, Jory Bronken and Trey Delver. Outriding for Brad McMahon, Arcan Construction, Quinn Langevin and Lane Hewitt. And your outriders for Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, Deegan LaRouche and Logan Pethick. Talked about Logan being the number 1 outrider in the Battery Boss outrider standings. He's on the 1-barrel holding the lead team for Danny Ringette. Looks like Roger Moore driving for Dale Young. Last to load, Danny on 1. Silence for Heat 7. There's the horn, and we are off and running our 7th and final heat. Nice turn. No, Danny dropped that top barrel. You don't see that often from Danny Ringette. The former Canadian champion, Superior Concrete Pumping, wins the race to the rail. He leads by a length and a half over Brad McMahon, Arcan Construction. And trailing, that's Roger Moore driving for Dale Young and that Eco Green Energy Transfer wagon as they run from third, rounding 2 and setting up for the backstretch run. That's Danny Ringette. He'll be off to the Calgary Stampede for the 6th time to compete in the Rangeland Derby beginning Friday night. That's Superior Concrete Pumping looking superior on a Sunday night here at Heritage Park as Brad McMahon tries to chase him down with Arcan Construction. He's trying to close some ground into that third corner. A little bit soupy on that backstretch. Looks better into the corners, but Danny Ringette trying to make up some track time from the costly barrel penalty in the infield as Superior Concrete Pumping turns 4 and send them home. They're coming in hot with Brad McMahon putting the pressure on Danny Ringette, Arcan Construction, but Brad McMahon's going to be too little too late to the party. Danny Ringette's going to get there by a length over Brad McMahon, and Roger Moore driving for Dale Young. And that Eco Green Energy Transfer wagon finishes third here in heat number 7. Now your running times from heat number 6. Josh Hrenik, T-Bar, 1 Transport is going to end with a no time tonight. No time for Josh Hrenik. Second, Calvin Fiddler, Vantage Housing Solutions, 128 and 35. That was a quick run tonight. However, 5 seconds for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Calvin Fiddler, 133 and 35. 133.35. And the winner of heat number 6, Rocky Bremner, Wisconsin ASCII Construction, 130 and 63, plus 1 for a late outrider. Time for the Rockstar Rocky Bremner, 131 and 63, 131.63. Your CPCA running times from heat number 6. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Sometimes it's just not our heat. Better late than never. Tough getting on, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Hey, whether you're a late outrider by a stride or a late outrider by 3/4 of a track, is still a late outrider 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for our CPCA outriders, Logan Pethick and Tegan LaRouche out there right now. You got Quinn Langevin, Lane Hewitt, Trey Delver, and Jory Bronkin, your CPCA outriders. Well done, gentlemen. Well-earned shower tonight. Well, friends, this man calls Chauvin, Alberta home. He was our Poundmaker Show champion last weekend. He is the number 1 driver in the CPCA standings, Brad McMahon and Arcan Construction. Behind him from Bonnyville, Alberta, the defending Onion Lake Show champion, Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, the number 2 driver in the CPCA standings, our 2023 Canadian champion, and off to the Calgary Stampede once he's done here in Onion Lake. And driving for Dale Young, this is Roger Moore with that Eco Green Energy Transfer outfit. Dale Young is having himself a season. He was our Dewberry Show champion a couple of weekends ago and third in the Canadian standings. And Roger Moore stepping up to drive the outfit for Dale Young here tonight. Stand by for your running times. The CPCA nightcap provided by Great Western Brewery, drink of choice for the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association. We're going to keep that souvenir trailer open for a few more minutes if you want to take home a souvenir from the racetrack while you're waiting for the Rough Stock Rodeo tonight. Get over there and do some shopping and grab a new hat, grab a hoodie, maybe a jacket. Wear it back to the racetrack tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start time again tomorrow. We want to thank our friends at Fort Pitt Farms and North Shore Tire for helping us on that turnback barrier. Onion Lake Public Works for helping us with the harrows and some of the equipment in the water as well. And our tractor sponsors, the Lands Department and Onion Lake Recreation. We appreciate all the major sponsors here with the Onion Lake Sports Days. Once the results become official, they will be posted online at cpcaracing.com, and you can relive tonight's action from the drone's view, courtesy of 7th Gen Productions on our CPCA Facebook page. Stand by. We're going to have the running times from Heat 7 and the top 5 of the night coming right up.
Doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me. I'll just break your heart, tear you apart, and maybe then I'll set you free. You say that you're the faithful kind, but that's just what I mean. What you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? You say that you grew up on the right side of the tracks, you're no stranger to a slamming door. You say your mind's made up and it's time to make your move. 'Cause true love's the only thing you're looking for. So what you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? I'll just break your heart, tear you apart, and maybe then I'll set you free. You say that you're the faithful kind, but that's just what I mean. What you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? You'll take a chance now and maybe take a fall, but it's time to find yourself a good man. You've been all around and there's nothing you ain't seen. But that's the thing, girl, that I don't quite understand. What you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? I'll just break your heart, tear you apart, and maybe then I'll set you free. You say that you're the faithful kind, but that's just what I mean. What you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? Doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? I'll just break your heart, tear you apart, and maybe then I'll set you free. You say that you're the faithful kind, but that's just what I mean. What you doing with the hillbilly, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? What you doing with the hillbilly, two-time talking, honky-tonkin' country boy like me? What you doing with a country boy Need to hear him now. So take me back, road. Won't you take me back home like I've never been gone? Take me round and around that red dirt town that made me missing it like crazy. Back when mama's midnight prayers, they saved me, take me way out where the wheels turn slow, where the dust and the dreams still grow. Feels like a million miles ago. So take me back, road, home. Take me back, road, road. Rusty barbed wire farmhouse fences blurring by, prairie skies. Well, I get to get lost one more time. Baby blues in a Dodge Ram diesel, open seat. Feel her next to me. That's all I need. Oh, so take me back, oh, won't you take me back home like I've never been gone? Take me round and around that leather town that made me missing it like crazy. Back when mama's midnight prayers, they saved me, take me way out where the wheels turn slow, where the dust and the dreams still grow. Feels like a million miles ago. So take me back, road, road. Take me back, road, road. So take me back, road, won't you take me back home like I've never been gone? Take me round and around that red dirt town and made me missing it like crazy. Back when mama's midnight prayers, they saved me, take me way out where the wheels turn slow, where the dust and the dreams still grow. Feels like a million miles ago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get you the running times. Let's go back to heat number 7. Third place, that Dale Young outfit, guided by Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer with a 134.08, plus 4 for an outrider, missing both barrels, 2 seconds apiece, plus 2 more for an outrider failing to finish. 6 seconds on to the running time for Dale Young tonight. 140.08 is his time, 140.08. Second, Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, with a 125.08 plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Danny Ringette, 130.08, 130.08. And the winner of heat number 7, Brad McMahon, Arcan Construction, 126.07, plus 2 for outrider interference on an outrider in the infield, and 2 more for an outrider missing a barrel. Time for Brad McMahon with the 4 seconds added on, 130.07, 130.07. With the penalties, Brad got him by 1/100th of a second. Let's go to your top 5 on the night tonight. Fifth is Randall Stanley, D&L Fluid Hauling, with a 132.61, 132.61. Fourth quickest tonight, Rocky Bremner, Wisconsin ASCII Construction, 131.63, 131.63. Third, Roger Moore, Eco Green Energy Transfer with a 131.17, 131.17. Second quickest tonight, Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping with a 130.08, 130.08. And the day money on night number 1 here at the Onion Lake Sports Days at Heritage Park, Brad McMahon, Arcan Construction with a 130.07, 130.07. He got it done by 1/100th of a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association, the the Onion Lake Sports Days Committee, and the race personnel here in the CPCA, I'm Jason Lee. Thanks for coming to the wagon races today. Stick around for the Rough Stock Rodeo coming up a little bit later on, and we hope to see you back here at 6 o'clock for 7 more heats tomorrow night.